Hola Taurus, this is your September 2017 reading. It's been sitting here for about 3 days. So if a reading could be stale, this would be a stale reading. However, message is still here. It's just I've been very busy. Alright, so luckily my cat didn't knock anything around, so that's good. Alright, starting out with the bottom of the primary, we have Queen of Wands reversed. So this makes me think that you have a boss, particularly a female boss for most people, that is causing you all kinds of drama. It could be not work related, but I feel it is. Because when I see the King of Wands in reverse, I think changing bosses. But Queen would just be the female equivalent. However, this could also be you, and that this is somebody who's bold and taking a step towards entrepreneurship. And this would be somebody who's too scared to do it. Okay. But either way, there's a lot of drama, and I think that's keeping you, it's holding you back. It's almost like somebody's stirring up the drama to do that. Okay. Coming into your recent past, distant past, present, and then immediate future. I kind of divided it up into 4 because when I asked about these 2 cards before I could finish talking, these 3 popped out. And then, so I clarified the last 2. Alright, so we have a lot of 5s in here. Well, I say a lot. It's not really a lot. But we have 5 of Swords, which, good thing this doesn't seem to be a love reading. Okay. And then 5 of Cups in reverse in the immediate future. So 5 of Swords starting out, not good. Oh, and we have 5 of Wands in the middle. And in the immediate future, 5 of Cups is in reverse, which is really good. So it looks like you're going from bad to wishes, hash it all out, to good. So, with the 5 of Swords, we have somebody who is like a workplace bully, because I see this more as a work environment. Somebody with whom you're supposed to be collaborating with, but they're the one-upman type of person. There could have been, again, some rude words, as you may know about the card meetings. What else came out with it is the 4 of Cups reversed. This is trying to work with somebody, because here this is you sitting out and not extending an offer or not accepting an offer. But here, to me, this would say that you're trying to, at least in the past. You were trying to make it work even though there was all this conflict. And the thing was, I think you were standing up for yourself as well, but you were trying not to get involved. Like somebody was offering you all this drama and you were just, maybe you weren't getting in it, but now, or in the most recent past, you started getting into it. Depends on who you are. But either way, it's an opportunity that's coming around again. So if perhaps somebody one-upped you, took a position, or they were bullied, it's like you're going to get your recompense for that. All right, clarifying that, we had the 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles is about being in the spotlight, so I feel like you could get a reward or a promotion, or you did, sorry. If you have not had a reward or promotion, this may not be for you. And that's probably the chance that came around. In other words, this could be you. You could have been the one who kind of surpassed somebody else. You got an offer that came around, and maybe you weren't very kind or not a good winner. And you were rewarded anyway, though. However, this could be the boss. The boss, somebody was promoted over you, and it was somebody who wasn't a very good person. Also with the 3 of Pentacles, I feel like there's somebody's getting attention, but it may not be the kind of attention you want. Because immediately after 3 of Pentacles becomes 4 of Pentacles, and we actually have it in your present. And somehow or another, this 3 of Pentacles, it's not very good. Because between the 3 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles, there's something that happened that I don't quite see. Maybe it's down here. Because I did want some clarification on that 3 of Pentacles, because I didn't know what that was about. But the 4 of Pentacles is in reverse, which says go back to 3 of Pentacles. Okay? So this whole situation is going back to this recognition and reward. But then once you get to Four of Pentacles reversed, it goes to Two of Pentacles reversed. So it just keeps going down and down and down. Then eventually you get to Ace of Pentacles, and that's an opportunity. It's a job. It's the right path. So I feel as if you weren't on the right path, okay? You weren't. Usually when the Tower comes in like you have in the present, it's because you haven't addressed something. So what I'm seeing is, although there's no laziness or being completely scared, okay, I see that you kept progressing, but you weren't addressing something. And so really this is saying, yes, you're here, but you need to go back here and address this. So it could be addressing a relationship problem within the workplace. Could be an actual love relationship. But clarifying the Three of Pentacles, we have Three of Swords. That's a separation. It's a heartbreak. It's a betrayal. So whatever this promotion came with, it came with some pain, heartache, and loss. Okay. I just see incompatible partnership is what I see. So you may have not been able to work with that boss or that coworker, whoever the bully was, because I feel like they were a bully. And then with the Wheel of Fortune in your reading, in the immediate future, I feel like you got a promotion or reward, but it was still painful. It's as if you felt like you got nothing out of it. And I will tell you, if you're the one who was this Five of Swords person, anytime they win, it's a hollow victory. And that could be why we have empty pockets here, okay? Because you see these people, they lay down their swords. They don't even want to fight with this person. It's not like he beat them. It's almost like winning by default. And nobody wants to win that way. But yet they're still haughty about it. They don't realize that it's empty. So that may not be, it could be this person that we're talking about. This could also be a temporary breakup. That's what Three of Swords can mean. However, I feel like it's going to be more permanent in the future because then we have the Tower, okay? But I feel like there's lots of division. And also this can be a delay. Three of Swords can be a delay, and I do see some of that in here. I see some hesitancy towards present and the immediate future. So be careful with hesitating too much, because the cards look like to me like you're icing your decisions, but perhaps you need to rethink that and briefly and make a move. What also came out to clarify the Three of Pentacles is the Two of Wands reversed. It's called the waiting game in reverse. So it's saying don't wait anymore. Or maybe you took a step. However, in your immediate future, the Two of Wands is still reversed. So I'm afraid you're going to be waiting too long. This is saying you're not controlling the situation, or you feel like you have no choice. Okay? It could deal with it, an achievement like the Three of Pentacles, a contract, a letter. But no matter what happens, something unusual and unexpected happened. Or maybe you're waiting for that. Okay, you could be bored as well with what you have. Frustrated and bored. And you feel like you're just on hold and you can't decide. I think you're doubting yourself. Or you have been. I think that's going to change really quickly though. And the thing is, you've been hesitating because you're scared with that Tower here. You've been asking for something, like asking for trouble, is what you're afraid of. You don't want to ask for trouble. And so with the Hermit here and your outcome, what I'm seeing is you're going to seek advice. You're going to seek a mentor, somebody who can help you out in the situation, even if it's just somebody to talk to. And the Emperor's also in here in your immediate future. So again, I see taking immediate action. And the funny thing is, take immediate action is also right next to delay. And so I keep seeing, you have no choice, you're going to go for it. Then no, I'm not going to go. Then yes, I'm going to go. And then no, I'm not going to go. That's in your immediate future. So you're not making a decision. And so what you're going to have to do is go seek some advice. Because with the Three of Swords right next to this Two of Pentacles reversed, it says you have a very difficult choice. And that's what's paining you. Lots of quarreling, definitely, and a separation. Okay, going into your present, we have the Four of Pentacles reversed. As advice, this says fear is going to solve nothing. This is saying stop holding back, stop giving too much, and just to make you more comfortable in your immediate future, the Wheel of Fortune. And with Four of Pentacles in reverse says it's going to help you if you stay resolute in your decisions. So stop being indecisive. This pretty much it says be bold, okay? However, I feel you're going to go a little bit against the advice and be very, like the Hermit in the outcome. Be reclusive and research, okay? So we have the Two of Pentacles. It's in reverse. So to me, that's a good thing because there's been a situation that's been going on and on and on and on. You've been juggling the decision, whatever it is you need to make, and you hadn't made it, but in the immediate present, that could be any time in September, you're not going to let it continue anymore, you're going to drop it. But what have you been deciding about? Letting go or keep fighting? This is quarreling, which we've already talked about. It's also breaking up. And again, we said fear solves nothing. And also, if you're afraid of being rejected, out in the dating world, for instance, for some people, then the fear of rejection is going to hold you back. So I can see a little bit of dating in here now. I think you're afraid to be noticed because of some things that had happened to you. There may be somebody that's coming back. I don't see a whole lot of coming back from the past people, but with an opportunity returning, that's a possibility. But somebody may be coming. And you're afraid of being pinpointed, of being noticed because there had been some pain there. Or even it's somebody from your past that caused pain and somebody new you're afraid of because of this past. But it's a lot of conflict, a lot of uncomfortable emotions coming with this. People clashing with their partners. And basically just sort out the areas of your life from your past so that when you do move on, because you're hesitating, you don't take it with you. And that may be what you're sorting out as the Hermit, okay? Also with this Two of Pentacles reversed, I see that you're just not really communicating. Somebody's being very vulnerable and somebody else is fighting it off. But you need to make a definite decision to end some kind of a pattern. There could be an exchange of letters, especially since we have the Hermit, there could be some writing going on. It could be about choosing between yourself and love, and that could be delayed. I do see a little bit of overspending, so make sure that that's not a reason you're staying at a job or in a relationship. And this could have been an on and off again relationship, that maybe it keeps coming back, and this is saying put an end to it. All right, clarifying those, we got two major arcana. First is the Tower. So this is a big, definite shakeup. So something had been going on that wasn't quite being addressed, it's going to get addressed. It's not really your choice. And I feel with that Queen of Wands here, especially in reverse, in your present, there's a drama queen. It could be you, it could be somebody else, okay? But there's one somewhere, and that could be stirring up some things. With the Sun in reverse in your immediate future, I don't feel like this stirring up. I feel like this is going to be a lot of peace. It's going to be a lot of is for the best. It's not a blessing in disguise. If the sun was upright, I would say it is, but with it in reverse, I don't think so. But whatever happens, if you're the one doing this or somebody else is, with the Hermit and your outcome, you're going to learn from any mistakes you have. But I really feel like there may be a little bit of a crisis mode going on with a leader. That could be the boss, that could be you as the boss, but there's a crisis going on and they're just needing some help. But I feel like there's going to be some writing because of the Two of Pentacles, the Hermit, and then now here with the Tower, combined with the Three of Wands, there's going to be some kind of writing that's going to help dissipate all this drama. And it's going to result in a meeting, a surprise actually, and it heals some kind of a trauma. Could be this Five of Swords, because we do have the Emperor over here in the immediate future, and with those combined, that's a criminal, which I just now saw, sorry about that. And that's why the Three of Swords is here as well. You could have wanted somebody to be in the spotlight. So it may not have to be about job for some people. That's my immediate impression. However, that could just be about a relationship in some way. But also with the Two of Wands in reverse, I'm seeing the need to take a step forward. Like, be brave. Don't worry about the past, because you're going to learn from any mistakes you make anyway. And how do you make mistakes if you don't make a move, you know? And with the Tower here and that Four of Cups in reverse, I feel like all of this drama and everything, it's had you depressed. But you're going to come out of that depression. In your immediate future with the Five of Cups in reverse, I'm seeing there will not be any more arguing in the immediate future. So it's good. But with that Emperor here, it's somebody who's a boss or somebody who's just in higher authority than you, even if it's just personality-wise. Sometimes the Emperor is very forthright, and then again we have the Hermit who's more low-key. So that could be what that's about. But this is a major lesson, and it does involve someone else, so it's not just you. It could be choosing to release the past. It could be an actual permanent breakup as opposed to a permanent one, a temporary one. Or because we have so much good stuff coming in, this could just be that insight that you need to have the solution to a problem. And because the Tower is so sudden, within days or hours, it could be a sudden solution. And maybe that's perhaps why this has been sitting here for 3 days. Maybe if I had said that, it wouldn't have happened within the right amount of time. Or it could have already started happening with you guys because it may be 3 days late for some people. The next one is Justice. So far you could be dealing with an Aries and a Libra. Those are the only people I see in here. But it doesn't have to be those people, because these also represent ideas, abstract notions. Alright, so we have Justice here. And it says you have to make a decision. And so, anytime you have a 2 card and that's in reverse, which all of your 2 cards are in reverse, that means you weren't making a decision, okay? And so Tower came in. And then, here's the decision that needed to be made. This is you trying to make that decision. Maybe it's you need to accept responsibility for some drama you stirred up, or somebody else needs to accept responsibility for some kind of a crime. But this says do not be passive. And I mean, if the Tower comes in, your whole life's already in shambles anyway, at least in a particular domain, so you might as well just go with it. All the mysteries are revealed after this. With Two of Pentacles, this is saying you've been having a hard time maintaining balance. Like you're fighting, you're not spending well, you're giving too much. With the Five of Swords, this could say that somebody was dishonest, and now here comes karma. Or the idea of that, not necessarily that I believe in that. I feel like you have to be careful again when you make a decision, so I think that's wise that you've been thinking about it, but maybe you've been thinking about it a little too long, because you're using sound judgment. But with the Magician here in the immediate future, make sure you're paying attention so that you're not misled to make a wrong decision, especially about partnerships. You're going to have to trust your instincts. Maybe you do want to reconcile forces with someone. Just be wise when you do it. It could involve a legal decision, maybe not. This could be a belief you've been holding on to for too long. But whatever the change happens with this tower, it's for your good. That's what the tower is all about. It may suck, but it's actually for your benefit. And here you're just going to have to put all the pieces together and make some headway. That means weighing the pros and the cons, deciding, being very conscious about how you react to actions and how you act based on those reactions, okay? In your immediate future, we have the Seven of Cups reversed. This is, well, when it's reversed, it talks about trying to go for the gold, okay? And you're able to get it. But it also feels like you don't have any other option but to do this. And your goal will soon be reached, okay? So that being that Queen of Wands in reverse doesn't matter. But be careful of delusions or deceptions, okay? And that's why this is saying be careful. Because you could be deceiving yourself, you could be deceiving others, or somebody else could be doing this to you. The thing is, this card always tells me in reverse, you know when somebody is shady, okay? So just be very clear about what you want with other people as well as yourself, because you're determined to get whatever it is you desire. Make sure other people know. And if they aren't on the same path as you or the same wavelength, then you go. Next to it is the Two of Wands reversed. So again, wanting what's bad, asking for trouble with that Tower here. In the past, you'd have to make a difficult choice, maybe a separation or a divorce. But it looks like that's over. However, in your present, coming to reality about all these obstacles you've had with coworkers, rivals even, like perhaps even in the dating world, you've had to compete with other people, and maybe you just want to be in the spotlight. Also, Three of Pentacles, I don't usually see it in this particular card because I don't see the Three of Pentacles. But when you have a 3, that talks about possible infidelity, a third party being involved. And so that could be the Five of Swords betrayal as well as the Three of Swords heartbreak. Or it could be that somebody took up an offer from someone and that ended up in an affair. So you could have a rival as the Five of Wands, just any kind of an obstacle. And it could be that you've been fighting off making a decision. But overall, I don't think you're getting along with somebody. All right, clarifying those, we have the Magician showed up first. So just talking about him, this is, anything's possible. So just keep trying. With the Two of Pentacles, again, oh, yeah, that's right, okay. So Two of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Hermit. These talk about written messages. So that's going to be very important for you guys in the month of September. Again, I see juggling. And if it's about money for some reason, like the Four of Pentacles reversed may suggest, which I don't think it really is, but if it is, I feel like it's more about some kind of an emotion, like conflict. Then this is somebody getting you help. So again, I think you're going to seek a mentor. This is you being successful and knowledgeable and being able to do what you need to do. With that Seven of Cups in reverse here with the Hermit and the Magician, I feel like there's some kind of a connection that is meant to be online, but somehow it goes offline as well. So it could be that you meet online and then you decide to meet in person. So the Magician also means you've been fighting to stand out somehow, whether it's dating or at the workplace, and you're really good at your job, so that's why you want to. Okay, that would make a lot of sense. All right, in your immediate future, like this is you being a boss, okay, and that may have been what happened here. Maybe somebody got promoted over you, and then you fought, and then you get to be a boss, or you were the one promoted, You were fighting with all your coworkers, and maybe it was your ego that was in the way. But with this sun in reverse in the immediate future, especially right next to the Emperor, I was wondering why. Because we have be bold and hesitate, and I was wondering why those were next to each other. I was just seeing it with tunnel vision in that particular moment, because this is being the boss. Both of these are. But with the sun in reverse, it's doing it without an ego. So it's like you get to do that without being like that. Or your boss changes and no longer has an ego. So it looks like it's turning out really good. I do still see there could be some affair in here with the Seven of Cups reversed and the Three of Wands in here as well. But this is an awareness, so I think you would be knowledgeable of this, but I also feel that this person is more like a teacher, a mentor, because we have the Hermit here as well. So maybe you get a new boss and like you go to your boss and they become more of a mentor as opposed to a drama person, or somebody else is teaching you how to be a better boss. And then with the Three of Pentacles in here, in your future, you start becoming a master of your job. But you get to do it with less ego. And so I think people could appreciate it more. But you have lots of drive, so the ego, it looks like, is the only problem. And the thing is, with the Magician, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Anytime you have the Wheel of Fortune, this is good. But you are making your own luck. You're making your own miracles. However, don't let it go to your head. We have the Three of Wands as well on the other side. So you're making plans. They're underway. You're preparing for whatever it is you need to prepare for. You're able to have vision. You dream big. And with the Five of Swords, again with the Three of Wands, again in the past there was some rudeness, but I feel like that's going away, whoever that applies to. I don't see disappointment. Okay, some people could be meeting on the internet and they're making an in-person meeting happen and it turns romantic. That could also be why I'm seeing it's like somebody's taking more responsibility and they're taking a scary step, whereas before they weren't. And with all this luck that you're making, being good at your job, being able to make things happen, Three of Wands talks about meeting a soulmate online. And it's your destiny. But there's a little bit of arrogance involved with the Three of Wands because they turn their back on somebody. So, but they're in charge of their destiny. This is the destiny card. So I feel you are in charge of your destiny. You see the options even though you feel like you have no choice. And you're too scared. But this is saying why. This is all good news. You may be a little arrogant, or this person is, but I feel like this is mostly about you. I don't feel like you have any overwhelming demands, at least not with a new job opportunity that comes in the future. I don't feel you're conceited or rude anymore, because if it were, the Three of Wands would be in reverse. But there is a little bit of arrogance about being in charge of your destiny. And I don't think you see it that way, but it comes off that way. Because the difference between what is and what's perceived, I think that's where the miscommunication is. Like, you're willing to go the distance with this, whatever this opportunity is. You're willing to take the leap of faith, and whether it's through business, whether it's just a big change that's by the Tower, it looks like you're going to accept it. And it's going to bring all this good luck. A lot of good luck, actually. And it's going to be a high degree of success, even though the Sun is in reverse. It may just be delayed success. And it's going to be delayed until an ego gets under control. See, at the same time, with the Wheel of Fortune here and the Emperor, there is some kind of authority change. So this authority change or boss change or promotion may not, I thought it was in the past only, but it may not actually happen until the immediate future. And then right behind it is a delay, so it could be delayed. But it looks like it's going to be good because this next person who comes in, if it's not a change of their personality, then it's a change of bosses and they're a nicer person who comes in. All right, so with the Emperor and the Sun, oh, sorry. I was acting like I was talking to my kids. I do weird voices in class and stuff, so. Okay. With the Emperor and the Four of Cups, usually talks about doing something without integrity, whoever this boss person is. Could be an Aries. But the Four of Cups is in reverse. So this means maybe in the past it was done without integrity, but now it will be done with integrity. And this is somebody who's going to be very open to creative collaboration with the Four of Pentacles reversed and the Five of Wands upright. They're not close-minded or set in their ways. They're willing to listen to people because they're no longer arrogant. They're taking advice. That could be why I'm seeing a mentor. They're taking input from other people as opposed to not listening at all and thinking that they know it. They know it all. So I'm not sure why the criminal aspect is showing up. I think you would if you're the one who that's for. But with the Sun here and the Hermit, it talks about being reborn or having a new phase. But it's in reverse, so it's a little delayed, but eventually with the Hermit upright, I think this always talks about unanticipated events, but a job or love is right around the corner. There's more on the horizon for you. So I see good fortune coming in with the Wheel of Fortune. It may be a little bittersweet, because you may see the situation too optimistically. But no matter what the setbacks could be, you feel like you're not going to have success, you are going to. It may just take a little bit. I'm saying don't take people for granted. There may be some kind of self-esteem issue you need to work on, which again will work on your ego. Maybe somebody, because I see like not having an ego, so it could be that somebody kind of bruised it and you're going to take care of it. But you're going to come back a different person, a better one actually. But whatever it is only temporary. And maybe there's a lot of good around you, but you're having a hard time seeing it. So start thinking about counting your blessings. I'm seeing with the Seven of Cups reverse saying go for the gold, all these things saying stop hesitating, and then the Sun in reverse is a hesitation, but the advice is to stay focused, be positive, and don't settle. So I feel like you're going to keep going because the Emperor is very bold, and the Hermit, even though the Hermit isn't quite what you would think of as bold, they're more of a withdrawn type of personality. They're somebody who gains perspective and they form new beliefs, new philosophies. And with the Four of Pentacles reversed, I feel like you're open to that. You're not rigid. And this says you're going to be transformed. Your way of life's going to change, especially because the Wheel of Fortune is in here in the Tower. That's an ultimate change of a life. It could be becoming more selfless, more patient, more wise. It could be through some kind of connection on the internet. Like, I don't know why, but I see like an online therapist, so whatever that's about. And with the Four of Pentacles here, I feel like you're going to become more prudent with your finances. Okay, with the Magician, there could be an online class. It may deal with psychology. It could be dealing with just getting more knowledge, and that could be seen as advice. Also, I think you're just manifesting whatever beliefs you have. Yeah, that's definitely something, whatever it is. I can see an online class. I don't see school, but I see an online class. So the Emperor, for instance, with the Hermit, can talk about gaining in knowledge that you want to share. It could also be about controlling your beliefs, taking advice from an older relative, like a grandfather, grandmother. It could even be a parent who's significantly older than a typical parent. And this may teach you to be of service to other people, but you're setting forth to affect your future. You're, basically you're going rogue, but another way to look at it, you're disrobing your past, your birth, your environment, and you're going on to affect your future. You're living on your own terms. This could be being desperate for a job, but Sun in reverse says it's there. You just have to wait for it or get it. And I feel like with the Magician here, you're going to have to go and take that step. But yeah, definitely guidance from some kind of a teacher, a mentor, a therapist, maybe even a dream. But we have 3 cards in here that talk about miracles. So I feel like you're going to get a miracle within the immediate future, but it could be a little bittersweet because the Sun's reversed. Clarifying it, we have the 5 of Cups reversed. 5 of Cups reversed is saying that you have been in this emotional loss. You've been in it. You've been depressed. You haven't seen the good. And when the Sun reversed says you had a hard time seeing it. But with this clarifying it, I think you're going to see it. Because normally, he's not seeing the 2 of Cups behind him. He's clinging on to whatever is hurting him. Could be an ego, for instance. But then, in reverse, this is saying, oh, he's turned around. Now he can see the 2 of Cups. And that's something good. That's a partnership. So perhaps he's willing to work with other people, whereas before he wasn't. Just kind of like the 4 of Cups suggests as well. Being able to work with somebody now, whereas before there was a denial. I see lots of teamwork, eventually. There could be some differences, but eventually whoever has the ego see things differently. I'm also seeing if you display your expertise, which you definitely have, the drama's going to fade away, okay? It looks like people just don't really know who you are very well. Maybe you are an apprentice with the 3 of Pentacles here, but they just don't know that you're good. So again, drama will fade. I'm seeing don't be submissive, okay? Actually be an encouragement to other people. And just make sure the job's done right, okay? All right, Taurians, good luck for the month of September. And let me know how it turns out. All right, good luck.